At LabLab, we are testing the Dreame L50 Pro Ultra. And in this video, we are going to tell you honestly what we think about it. And if you are interested in this product, please note that we have included a link with its best price just below the video. This robot vacuum measures 35 centimeters in diameter with a maximum height of 11.2 centimeters. Its radar tower can lower itself if needed to go under furniture. And when that is the case, the robot is only 9 centimeters high. Its weight of 4.1 kilograms is average. During our tests, it followed the baseboards well while passing under radiators. To move around its environment, the robot relies on its 2 drive wheels and its omnidirectional wheel. Additionally, it has 2 gripping wheels that allow it to climb door rails 2.2 centimeters high. Under its hood, it integrates a 395 milliliter dust container with a filter. Its water tank is not manually accessible because its station handles filling and emptying. This station measures 59 by 46 by 34 centimeters and weighs 9 kilograms. It has a 4.5 liter clean water tank, a 4 liter dirty water tank, a 3.2 liter dust bag, and a detergent compartment. It takes care of emptying the robot's dustbin when it returns to the station, then storing the dust in its own bag. This bag can hold up to 100 days of vacuuming, according to the brand, which makes maintenance easier. Regarding wet cleaning, the station wets the mops before cleaning and washes them when the robot returns to the station. Washing is done with hot water up to 75 degrees, and drying is also done with hot air to avoid bad odors. If you only vacuum without wet cleaning, the rotating mops detach and remain in the station. They attach to the robot using Velcro. You can clean them by hand if you wish. To pick up dirt, the L50 Pro Ultra has a double brush roller. When the robot cleans wet dirt, it automatically raises its rollers as well as its side brush. Conversely, it is also possible to raise its rotating mops by 10.5 millimeters when it vacuums dry dirt or when it is on a carpet. On the right side of the robot, the side brush and the mop are extendable. This means that these 2 elements extend to the side to clean as close as possible to the baseboards and into the corners. Regarding daily maintenance, you just need to check that the station has enough clean water and that the dirty water tank is not full. When necessary, you must replace the robot's components, such as the brush roller or the side brush. Included in the package, you will find a bottle of detergent, a second dustbin, and a cleaning brush with a blade, but no spare components. Finally, we found the mop self-cleaning to be effective. After 2 minutes 10 of washing and 3 hours of drying, the pads came out very clean and dry. Let's move on to the features. The L50 Pro Ultra has 2 buttons on top of its radar, one to start a cleaning and one to return to the station. Under its hood, there is also the reset button. Around the edge of the radar tower, there is a colored light ring. Its color changes depending on the circumstances. It is blue when the task is finished, green when it is charging, and flashes orange or red when there is an error. The robot connects to the Dreame Home app via Wi-Fi. This application is a little lacking in intuitiveness in our opinion, as it is so full of menus and options. In the app, you can see the map currently in use. You can follow the robot in real time, see the number of square meters covered, the cleaning time, and the remaining battery life in percentage. The map is also adjustable. You can merge or split rooms, add prohibited zones or invisible walls, rename rooms, add furniture, change the floor type, or add carpets, and indicate the presence of curtains, ramps, thresholds, and low height zones. The map view can be selected in 2D or 3D. You can save up to 4 maps, naming each one. In terms of cleaning, the application allows you to choose between 4 cleaning modes, 5 suction levels, 32 water flow levels, and different types of routes. However, it is not possible to select multiple passes. There is also the Clean Genius mode, which automatically selects the best cleaning mode according to the room configuration and their dirt level. The application is very complete, and many other settings are accessible. Cleaning history, cleaning scheduling based on specific rooms, sequence creation, carpet settings, floor cleaning settings, rotating mop extension settings based on artificial intelligence, station settings, intelligent obstacle avoidance, real-time camera, pet-related settings, do not disturb mode, off-peak charging, etc. Finally, in addition to being compatible with Google Home, Alexa, Siri, and Apple Watch voice assistants, this robot also has its own assistant that activates by saying, "OK, Dreame." When we tried it, this assistant worked well as long as we stayed in the robot's field of vision. Enough theory, let's move on to the practical with our performance tests. During our tests, we noted that the mapping was quite accurate. The first mapping of our simple 11 square meter test room was completed in 1 minute and 10 seconds. The more complex mapping of a floor with several rooms took 12 minutes. The robot did not have access to part of the floor because a 5 centimeter threshold is present between two spaces. The result is quite accurate, but it is a pity that we cannot adjust the walls in the application. The robot mistook cabinets and other furniture for walls, which causes large holes in the map. To move around the space, it relies on a radar tower, 2 laser sensors, 2 cameras, an edge sensor located on the side, a carpet sensor, and 4 drop sensors. We judge the navigation to be quite good and methodical. The robot can also take pictures and indicate the type of obstacle it encounters. To put it to the test, we placed a plant, a backpack with straps, a plush toy, a shoe, a cable, a ball, and an armchair in our 11 square meter test area. It took photos of all the elements and did not touch or push anything. It failed to correctly identify the bag, the plant, and the ball, which it just indicates as obstacles. But these are excellent results. Only the armchair was touched and crossed. We also found that it stayed stuck in its sled base for less time than most of the other robots we have tested. In a more restricted area, we placed a fake dog poop. And there too, the robot detected the item, correctly identified it, and took a photo. Regarding drops, the robot also detected them well, whether at the top of a staircase or 7.5 centimeter and 5 centimeter thresholds. In short, the sensors of the L50 Pro Ultra performed very well in all our tests, which is a great advantage. Then, to test its suction performance, we distributed a series of dirt in a closed area of 3 square meters. With 25 grams of coffee, it vacuumed 96%, only 7 grains remained. With 50 grams of rice, 98%. With 50 grams of salt, 96%, very little salt remained on the floor. With some hair, very good efficiency, no hair remained. And with some tufts of fur, very good efficiency too, no tufts of fur remained. Then, we proceeded in the same way on a short pile carpet. With 25 grams of coffee, it vacuumed 96%, only 13 coffee grains remained. With 50 grams of rice, it vacuumed 98%. With 50 grams of salt, it vacuumed 46%. A lot remained deep in the carpet. And with some tufts of fur, just a very small tuft of fur remained. Whether on hard floors or carpets, the robot engaged intensive cleaning for large particles when it was facing coffee and rice grains. In this case, it does a more thorough cleaning with 2 cross passes in a small area before continuing to vacuum the rest of the room normally. The robot managed to vacuum the vast majority of the dirt. Nevertheless, with larger debris, you have to disable intelligent obstacle avoidance because the artificial intelligence sometimes avoids dirt by indicating that it is non-washable stains. The anti-tangle double brush did its job perfectly, since no hair or fur got wrapped around it during our test. This is very interesting for pet owners. After our suction tests, to evaluate washing performance, we made traces of dried mud and dried coffee. We again used the same test area on a hard floor. The robot was set to vacuum and mop mode at maximum power with a level 32 water flow. Here are our results with the dried mud traces. We noted a 4 out of 5 result. Only very encrusted traces remained. And with the dried liquid coffee, a 2 out of 5 result only. The pale stains are gone, but the dark traces are still quite present. It takes 4 passes in total for all marks to be eliminated. Regarding carpet detection, we have a mixed opinion. The robot detected its presence several times and added it to the map by raising its mops and increasing the suction power. Nevertheless, it did not take it into account during a third test, passing the mops over it and getting it wet. Regarding operating noise, here are the results obtained using our sound level meter positioned 1 meter from the device with each mode during suction. In silent mode, it emitted 56 decibels. In standard, turbo, and maximum mode, 65 decibels. And in maximum plus mode, 66 decibels. Strangely, there was no difference in noise between the standard, turbo, and maximum modes. Their sound volume is a bit above average, which is normal given the high power of this model. The silent mode is quite discreet. The emptying emitted 71 decibels maximum at 1 meter, and it lasted 20 seconds. During mop washing, the noise rose to a maximum of 59 decibels at times, which is very quiet, and the drying was not even detected by our sound level meter. Finally, let's finish this test by evaluating the battery life. This robot's battery has a large capacity of 6,400 milliampere hours. To test its battery life, We ran the robot in vacuum mode in an 11 square meter room, and we checked the percentage of battery lost. With the standard mode, it lost 9% of battery, which gives an estimated battery life at 100% of 1 hour 30 minutes, or 122 square meters. The suction power of 19,500 pascals being very high, it consumes a lot of battery. Because of this, the robot does not have the best battery life. However, for a medium-sized home, it remains quite correct and sufficient. Furthermore, in case of low battery, the robot automatically returns to its station to recharge, and it resumes its task where it left off. Recharging is also fast, since we estimated at 3 hours 20 minutes. And that's it for our test results. So to summarize, the positive points of the Dreame L50 Pro Ultra are excellent management of drops and obstacles, very good navigation, excellent suction performance, the fact that no hair or fur remains wrapped around the double brush, the integrated camera accessible remotely, and the cleaning and drying of the mops, which is both discreet and effective. As for the negative points, perfectible carpet detection, dirt detection by artificial intelligence, which is not always good either, the fact that it sometimes does not lower its radar tower to go under certain furniture, and the application which we find a little overloaded with features. And that ends our test. Thank you very much for watching. As a reminder, you will find the link to this product with its best price just below the video. And if you like honest vacuum cleaner tests, don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel.